host D, and of course you know my two co-hosts. They'll introduce themselves.
I'm Pam.
I'm Yvette.
This evening we're going to discuss blended families. Which one of you guys want to start out with that one?
I think blended families are awesome. When two separate families can come together, raise kids together, productive members of society, I think it's awesome. It's challenging. It's hard sometimes. Sometimes people don't understand because, like I said before, people are raised differently, but when you try to bring that together, sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, true on that, Pam. Also, today we have blended gay families. Men's raising families, women's raising families.
It shouldn't even matter. It's just people raising family.
But you got a lot of gay women's that are together that blend in their family.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing too as well, especially in this environment what we have going on today, with all the racial issues and everything. I think to be in a blended family and you have two different races coming together, I think it's only going to be something that eventually, if you raise the children right, it will benefit us all one day. Well, hopefully we won't have these issues.
Just hope it's not a racist person trying to be in a relationship with somebody for whatever reason, and then teaching their children those racist things.
Yes.
Because we're all people first.
That's why I say I hope that they're raising them right, where the child will be raised to love
because it's
both
hard
colors.
As a child to be in that when somebody, your father's white, your mother's white. They don't need to heal with it. Only that's your mother, that's your father.
We're all human beings.
Like with a child. Child don't know no different. They just know that's their parent. They love them. They know their parents love them. That's that. I mean, nobody should be coming to your child and talking about your parent, your father white, your mother black anyway.
It shouldn't matter.
That's not
people that's trying to separate people.
But the funny thing is, like I said, if you know your history, you understand we are just one race. We might have different colors, If you want to go back and refer to the DNA, we know eventually we were, as black women, the creators of our civilization. Let's just be honest. We've created all the races, but at this time, like I said, certain races feel they're more inferior than others, but realistically speaking, we are superior. We are all human beings,
But at the end of the day, we all gonna die.
And
black, white, pink, and
that's
yellow.
One thing I promise you, every man on earth.
You coming up in here with nothing, you gonna leave with nothing.
Exactly.
You put your pants on one leg at a time.
I say that all the time.
Else, we all bleed the same color, red. So all these things, it really doesn't make any sense. But let's just be honest. It's very, right now, with what's going on, I'm not mentioning no names, but it's real, hot, and things are coming to the surface in reference to race and, children, and you shouldn't raise your child to call another child any race.
Why can't people just address people as people? Mm-hmm. Sir, ma'am, girl, boy, whatever they are. Hello, yes, you're a person.
Right. But the thing is, we do have a lot of blend families out here, black and white. You understand what I'm saying? Mm. And a lot of people don't like it, which is, who give a damn you don't like it?
Yeah.
As long as they love each other. Love don't have a color.
It really doesn't.
Love don't have a color.
People make it. People
a color,
make it become a
they
color.
made it that way.
It's a color issue now. Everything is about color. I understand white people did things to black people. I'm not saying nothing against them, they whatever. But you can't blame everybody for what somebody else did. Just like there's black people that do stuff to black people. Mm-hmm. What, we gonna blame the whole race?
I mean, right now we got blacks killing blacks, on a regular basis. Like you said earlier, they don't have to do anything to us anymore. We do it to ourselves. Right. That's just the reality of it at this time. And that's the sad part, because back in the day, from my period of growing up, it was a little more love shared. It wasn't.
It was a village. It was villages raising everybody.
Yes, you was able to say something to somebody's child, and they knew your mama. They was
like for example, God bless her soul, Etna. You out there, you doing stuff, you cussing, you playing ball. Listen, I'm playing ball and stuff, and I'm cussing and stuff. Etna came downstairs. I hear you cussing. Whooped my ass. Took me to my sister. My sister whooped my ass.
That's how it's supposed to be.
It was a village.
It was a village.
Today, say something to somebody's child.
Oh, mothers is fighting grown people, kids.
And that's why the children are the way they are. Yeah, because they don't see the respect. They don't grow in a way where we grew from our elders, because we respected that, because they taught us, and if they had to physically harm us to learn, we respected that ass whooping, because we knew
and you learned from that ass whooping.
It was beneficial at the end. You know what I'm saying? And you might not at that age, but as you got older, you understood now.
Now you look back.
You know?
I'm glad I was born when I was, and I'm
Me
not
too,
born now
yo.
because I don't.
It's crazy.
No.
Kids are, like I said, the parents
Parents
fear
kids.
their children now. They scared to sleep.
I was scared of my mother.
What?
My mother just gave me a look. And
Girl.
it was like,
I already
what?
knew. My mama didn't play that neither. So, you know, it's just differences. And like I said, as far as the blending of the families today, we have to stay, focused as far as, what's going on. And hopefully these children are being raised, in the right light with these
a
blended
loving
families.
family.
Right.
It's
Right.
about loving the kids. That's how you raise your kids, with love. As long as everybody starts separating, this white kid, the black kid, the parent,
They're
it's
kids.
a problem.
At the end of the day,
Kids.
they're always
It's horrible.
kids.
You know, when you put two little kids together,
They don't see no color.
They learn that stuff. Little kid, that's my best friend. They don't even care because they play together.
Right.
And then as you get older, your parents, no, you can't play with that little white boy. You can't play with that little black boy. That's crazy.
Why? But why? Why? Because your parents taught you that?
That's crazy.
The people need to
teach
change.
that
This is the
stuff.
thing. People need to change their mindset. Like I said, people need to look at people as individuals. Stop judging people as a whole.
Yeah, everybody.
Don't do that, because
Everybody
everybody's not the
everything to
same.
Everybody.
Everybody's not the same.
It's not.
Then because Joey sit up there and say, hey, I should bust so-and-so in his head because he's black, the other Joey might say, hey, man, that's wrong.
It's wrong.
Why are you going to bust him in his head because he's black?
None of us became black, like volunteered. We were born here like this. We didn't volunteer. We didn't say,
But God created.
wait, he made us black because that's who we are.
But remember when I told you the thing on my Facebook, we talking to the dude and I was saying what I said, and he said something. He said, oh, y'all think y'all gold. I said, no, we don't think we gold. We don't think that. But I tell you what, since you claim you're a white man, because he said, I'm a white man, just like that. I said, son, question. Today, in today's world, and be honest, would you be black? He said nothing.
Nobody's gonna.
I still ain't got no response.
Ain't nobody gonna volunteer, but let's just be honest.
What make y'all think black people?
We got it hard, but everything we do, they love. Everything we create,
But it's
they
not
try
like
to take.
Like how
We
we
talk.
cook,
The thing
what
is
we eat.
that
How we dance, how we sing, come on.
this is the thing. They need to stop. They really need to stop because, we hurt,
Just like
we
they
cry,
do. Just like they do.
we love,
That's it.
just like y'all do. We not animals. Like y'all sit up there, y'all want to call us animals, and some might act like animals, but y'all also have some that act like animals. In every race, we have some that is Looney Tune out here. So let's not act like it's none in no race. It is.
Let me just say this. We are about to approach the 4th of July. If you know your history behind the 4th of July.
You don't celebrate it.
Because why?
We don't.
Because
We got no reason to
they
celebrate.
barbecued on the 4th of July. And guess who was being barbecued? And guess who was the entertainment? Us.
Yeah.
But we picked this day to celebrate and, we're going to have fireworks. This is what they did to our people. And y'all don't even realize that. Y'all don't know y'all history. Y'all don't understand these holidays. And like I said, that's why we sit there talking about.
They make all these holidays. They're their holidays that they put on us.
It's not even about that. It's about money.
These holidays.
It is about
Everything is about money. It's not even about that.
It's
It's
all
about
about
them making
money.
them dollars.
But you just need to know what's behind it. That's all I'm trying to say because we look
Everything
forward in
that
church.
we learned in school.
There's a lot. Most of them.
Lies. They taught us all their lives, their rules, their life, and put it on us. Like we didn't do anything as black people.
And
We've done
built
everything.
our
We
people
did
built
everything as black
America.
people. But I'm not even looking for credit for anything.
Nah.
It's just what it is. We're where we at now, and not because of them, but because of everybody.
Because of our people in our ancestors
people worked.
and how
Our
they
people
struggled.
did all of this.
And they maintained
And always
with
made a
nothing
way.
back then.
But
Always-
this is the
Exactly.
thing. The only,
We had less then, but they were happier then. Back in the day, you were happier with less. You didn't even know. I didn't even know we was poor.
Nope, you
We
didn't.
didn't
You were
know
just
was
happy.
poor. You was happy. We played. We had fun. We lived. We ate. I was never hungry.
Much health.
Never, and whatever our parents was going through, 9 times out of 10, we didn't even know.
We wasn't posting up.
They didn't even let us know. They
You
didn't
didn't
have
know
no
your family was
conversations
struggling.
around us. None of that.
They had the rent parties.
Kids
but you ain't
stayed
know
in
who
kids'
was.
places.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
When adults were talking, kids were in the room.
You stayed in your place.
You didn't excuse me. No, go ahead. It wasn't no excuse me. Kids didn't come interfering in adult anything.
Not like today.
It ain't no difference nowadays.
It's like that today because you have young kids having
raising
kids.
Absolutely.
And they expect that when they
yet.
realize that they can't handle that child, they pass it off to the grandmother.
Now grandmas is raising kids. It's not fair.
Grandma don't raise her kids.
But you got a lot of these young grandmothers, young grandmothers raising their grandkids. It's not fair. And the mothers are saying things like, I didn't get to live my life. I want to live my life.
But my thing is,
stop when you became a parent.
The thing is, you was taught to keep your legs closed, but you didn't. You
was
taught to use a condom, but you didn't. You sit up there and let that man run up in you raw, and like you didn't know to say no, put this condom on. You didn't want a baby, you should have protected yourself.
He convinced you that you should have a baby, and you knew y'all wasn't going to be together. Y'all was fighting before you got pregnant. You think y'all wasn't going to be fighting afterwards? Like a baby, trust me, a baby does not make a man stay. You right. You don't get out.
So what we think they do.
I know. It don't happen.
That gonna be another subject.
That's the subject at hand of
blended family.
Yeah, we got it off course, y'all. We got it off course.
We sorry.
You guys are married. I'm doing my thing. I don't know. Would y'all ever, or have y'all ever dealt with, the opposite sex?
Opposite sex? No, not the opposite sex. Yeah, she said the opposite sex.
As far
no,
as
I mean, I don't have nothing against them, but no, I'm good. A white woman. You know what she means.
Oh, no, bro.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm not knocking nobody. If you mess with a white woman, a white man, that's by all means, enjoy.
But my thing is,
that's not me.
I ain't gonna say, you can't be happy.
You'll be happy
being
with
two
whoever
different
you are.
people. You can. Two different races can be happy.
But
they can live together for a long time. My thing is just that I just love my queens.
I'm not gonna lie. I always felt that way myself. I remember my father telling me years ago, many years back, he just wanted me to be happy, and if it was a white person, he didn't even care. And I was shocked when my dad said that because he was very political, as far as Malcolm X, he was rolling with Malcolm X and all that. So when he said that to me, it was kind of shocking, but at the time I was gay anyway, and I just really wasn't ready to tell him. He finally knew, but at this time of my life, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't met, a nice little, white chick.
I don't like them.
I'm just saying, I ain't doing that. But I seen her a couple times, we don't talk, but I ain't never imagined, but like I said, at this time of my life, I don't know.
I mean, listen, you never know, man. You never know.
That could be the best relationship
you never know, but you can't bring her to the cookout if she get upset.
She
ain't like that. She ain't like that.
She ain't like that. For real. She ain't like that.
She can't get upset.
She feel like she know how to cook. All right, whatever. But anyway, I'm just saying, I never thought. I'm not even gonna say I'm gonna go with it. I'm just talking. I see her. She see me. We holler, whatever. We keep it moving. But I'm just saying, I ain't never really think. But now since I done been out there for a couple years, I've been in 2 different relationships. I don't know. Like I said,
so now you're gonna try to.
I used to be scared because I felt like I was so I felt like I was so black, so political. I could never see myself as a white woman.
You sound like some dudes that sit there that got hurt by a black woman and say, yo, fuck a black woman. I'm gonna get a white woman because they always fucking listen.
It ain't about that. Nah, it ain't about that. I'm just saying, like she peeped me out, like she be, started the convo, whatever, and she looked pretty decent. I ain't gonna lie. I just never really thought.
Pretty decent?
She look good. All right, I'm gonna keep it a buck, yo. Like I said, I ain't never really.
Buck.
Shit.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I used to feel like I could never, but now at this stage in my life,
listen. Go out on a date. You never know.
Right. You never know.
Go out on a date.
Might be the best relationship you ever
had. You divorced. Go out on a date.
That's blended. Like I said, we'll see. I'm just saying.
My thing is, I also call blended like when me and my wife got together and stuff. I had 1 kid. She had 2, and we grew up in different households and different ways. Cause my wife and them, they from Guyana. You understand what I'm saying? Different tastes in food, different stuff like that. She didn't eat much American food and stuff. I had to learn. She had to learn how to. I had to learn how to eat Guyanese
food,
Guyana food, and she had to learn how to eat American food. And we blended. But our kids, in the beginning, Buck and Telly used to be at it all the time. That's my mom, that's my mom, that's my mom.
That men thing,
that's my mom, that's my mom. But today, they brothers.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
you know,
how we
they was
was.
young. They was
Excellent,
young.
yo.
Anaya was 4.
How you tell their names?
You know, my daughter was 4. Like, you know, my youngest son at that time, he was 7. And my son, he was 8. And now today they're in their 30s. 30, and 20 something.
That's how it was me and my wife. My wife had 2 kids. We brought my niece and my nephew. 4 kids we raised. The youngest, we started when he was like 2. My kids is 38 and 39, the oldest.
Wow.
The youngest kid I got is
So
27.
Wow.
And we blended that family together.
I know that's
They
right.
brothers and
I know
sisters,
that's right.
that's their mother. My wife is their mother. They never called me their mother. They called me their parent. They called me their aunt. Anything, nothing ever been disrespectful. My kids, they my kids. Just like they hers, you know. Go to bat for my kids. That's what they are, my kids.
I'm going to be honest with y'all. That's the one thing I have yet to experience, a woman with children. You know, I never really paid it no mind, but I watched you guys, and like I said, I see, you know, all the joy that, and it's not always good, because, you know, sometimes you got to get in their ass.
Yeah, it's
but
life.
I don't know, like I said, because I'm realizing that too. I'm meeting young ladies, and, you know, the first thing I ask, you know, when they tell me they got a kid, oh, you only got one, and I don't know if that turns them off.
They probably do, because
I don't mean to.
But sometimes when you meet a woman, it's a package deal.
And I understand. I don't got no problem with that.
But they're not in the beginning. They're not going to tell you, because they're afraid that if I say I got 2 kids, you may not want to be with me no more. So you learn, and some of the women don't. Yeah. Some of the women don't want
you to meet their kid because they don't know you.
They don't know
I respect
exactly
that, because you shouldn't bring your child
exactly around everybody. Exactly.
I'm just saying I've never experienced it. So now that I'm back out there and I am meeting women that do have kids, I be trying to, you know, be cool with it. But if I say, oh, so you only got one, you know, they be
don't say it like that.
You know?
Don't say it like that. Say, oh, okay, you have a kid.
You only got.
No, you gotta say,
girl, like you know,
girl. You know, you just
the
asking
things they like
questions
and
because,
stuff like that.
So maybe one day, you know, we can all hang out and, you know, I get to see, you know, meet your child.
Right.
Yeah, because if you start off talking about,
and I realize that's how I was.
But you gotta let them know.
But
you gotta let them know when they comfortable.
Yeah, right. Don't try to force yourself. Well, when we gonna meet the kids? No, don't do that.
I don't do all that, because they'll tell me I'm home with my son, and I'm like, oh, you only got one? So I'm realizing.
There you go. Oh, you only got one.
Yeah, so that's turn out right there.
Oh,
she's like, you only got one?
How many should I have?
Well, she thought I was this type of girl out there having babies.
I'm trying to learn, y'all.
Some women have a child, and then later on in life,
all you got to do is say, I don't have no kids.
I don't have any
kids. I have nieces and nephews.
That's what I say when I tell them I got nieces and
nephews. But don't be done with that. Oh, you only got one?
That's how to stop.
How many should I have?
Yeah, I'm learning, y'all. I'm telling you, the game is
she be like, oh, she said,
only got one.
Let me, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later.
Like, oh, damn, I said something wrong.
Hell yeah, you said it wrong. You said it wrong.
I'm learning, yo. I'm learning.
But you know, don't rush to try to
out
get the
here,
kid.
though.
You don't gotta rush.
I mean, you've been married for 10 years. And like, you know, getting out there is new. Just take your time.
Yeah, don't rush it.
I'm so busy right now. I really don't have time, but I be trying to every now and then get my mind off of work.
And sometimes when you not looking, that's when you find a person. When you out there trying to find that person,
ain't nobody. I'm not right now. I'm so busy with everything I got going on, but I do. You know, every now and then.
But you still got to take time for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm glad right now I'm taking this time, because to be honest, before you seen the last time, I just jumped in the relationship. As soon as that shit happened. And this time I'm not. Like I said, I'm 6 months in, going on 7 months. I'm really hopeful I can continue on to the end of the year, maybe another year. I don't know. I just know I ain't rushing no more. I do want a friend. You know, those songs.
Okay to have friends.
We go out, have a good time, you know. Go home, I go home, whatever. You know, but I ain't trying to have nothing real serious right now. I just want to enjoy life, enjoy what I'm doing, continue to build, and, you know, hopefully continue to create, and hopefully eventually I will find someone that's willing to share my life, and I'm willing to share their life. Yeah. But I ain't looking right now. Like I said, I'm just observing, things just coming around, and I just be like trying to be a little more mindful, but definitely not rushing no more. Definitely taking the time that I need, you know, to get into me and, you know, figure this out. And I'm real happy this time that I did it this way.
You might wind up blended.
You might wind up with a bunch of kids. But it's awesome to have. I never birthed a child, So I can't tell you. I've seen it. I've seen it twice.
I never birthed it, but I was there for my son when he was born. I was looking more than the doctor was looking. And when he came out, the doctor put it right in my hands.
I seen 2 grandkids born, and I was like, Jesus Christ! Oh my Jesus! Oh,
I can only imagine.
No, you can't. That the first one, that is a miracle in itself to watch a baby come out like, oh my God. That's some stuff right there, but I couldn't.
It's like,
oh my gosh, I don't think I could.
It's sad, kind of for the woman, but joyful when you see the baby.
Why sad for the woman?
It's because the pain that she's
everybody don't have that same pain. Everybody don't. Some people push it out like.
And it depends, because let's be honest.
My son, mom, she happy.
They do the C-section now. Most of them they said, but that's not good for us as black women.
My youngest daughter, she had her baby. I seen that. Remember I showed you the picture of the little one?
He big, boy.
That big boy, and she is a little girl, and she pushed that baby out, and I was like, Jesus Christ! He was big and warm.
He looked like he was about 3 months.
Yeah. Wow. It looked painful, and I was like, just push it out. She said, I'm trying. I was mad because I was tired. But that's a miracle. I was up from straight from work to the hospital. I was tired. She had the baby the next morning. I was tired, sleeping on that couch and waking up. I said, just push it. Why don't you just push it? She said, I am.
I think
I was tired and irritated. It's crazy.
Oh, man.
But it was a miracle.
Because at the end of the day, we are all women, and we recognize that, and that's the beauty of being a woman, that you could produce life. Let's just be honest.
Yeah,
that is a beautiful gift, that we have. Not everyone takes it, and uses it. We chose not to. But for those who have, yes, I can imagine. Like I said, but there's also they have the doulas now. Where they help them with the natural birth.
They have a lot of stuff natural
to make it a little more, like I said. But it's a beautiful experience, and I'm sure for any woman, that's had a child, and it's nothing, wrong with
for some women it's one and done.
Yeah,
it'd be like that, one and done. I ain't doing that no more.
And that would have been me. Yeah, I couldn't. And I always made that choice on my own. Like I said, as I've gotten older, I realized sometimes I'd be like, damn, I wish I might have had
You think
one.
about it, right? I should have had
maybe one. But I think the way this world was, I just didn't want to. I ain't gonna lie.
That was way back.
Well, I'm not gonna say I wish I had one, because I have one.
Yeah.
I love my son to death, and I know my son loves me.
No, she talking about had it yourself.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
had it yourself.
Somebody had him for me, so I didn't have to go through all that pain.
Right.
You understand?
That's your baby boy. I know
but that's my baby.
I know.
All my kids is my babies. They still my babies.
Blended families, yo. This is the discussion.
It's awesome.
A beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
When 2 separate families can come together as one and grow and mature and just make that connection, because it's like this, and then you gotta fit it in. You gotta fit it into clothes.
And I've actually seen it, like I said, watching her with her children. Like I said, seeing the growth of her children. They're all doing well. Her son is in the military. The other one, he works in New York. Well, I'm just saying, just things that's going on with them, and it's beautiful to see that these young adults, are living a fabulous life because of how they were raised and the lessons that they learned.
But the thing is, a lot of people be saying stuff about gay people can't raise kids.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Why not? Why can't we raise kids?
But this is the thing that bugged me out. They say that, and they say our kids gonna be fucked up. But
they kids be fucked up more than ours. And our kids don't be fucked up.
Our kids got their own homes, their own.
Well, some of y'all kids. Not all of y'all kids.
Not everybody.
Some of y'all.
Yeah, some people kids is fucked up.
Especially the ones that be talking all the time.
And they came
some
from
of y'all kids.
Heterosexual relationships, mom and dad. And some of them kids be fucked up, raised with their parents. But you have some gay people that instill morals into their kids because the morals apply regardless.
Right.
And they become wonderful products of society.
Absolutely. And
so it's not the parents. They always trying to blame gay people for stuff that's going wrong in this world, and it's not us.
No, it has nothing to do with us. It's just society, the way it's set up. And I believe, truthfully, like I said, it has more to do with the things that they've set in place, where we all know, what's really going on out here as far as these prices and everything going up.
Crazy.
Like you said earlier, the land. Why are we paying for water? These are natural things that were
God
here
put them
before.
here. God
Why are we paying for it? Because the system that
God made the apple tree.
They set it up in a way. This is why we are the way we are with each other. Yeah. This is why the communities, they throw stuff in there, like I said, the drugs, the alcohol.
Because they trying to make black people fail. They've been doing it for years from slavery.
We have it
trying to make us fail.
We're still here.
We're still here.
But this is the thing too with being in a blended family. Even though the child might look white or light skinned, people that
white
call
people
it,
not gonna accept them.
Hold on. People that call themselves pure white people consider that child black because
they will not accept them.
Well, if you have 1 inch of black blood in you, you're black. They don't care.
All of them got 1 inch of black
They do
blood.
too. They
But
everybody
that's the sad part. That's the sad part. They
But
don't
they
realize.
feel like if you have a black mother and a white father, you are not white.
No, you're black.
They do not accept you as white. You are black.
You are
And they should be because we're the dominant race.
Period. We
That's
can
what
Let me tell you something. I asked this dude one time, and he was trying like, you say you're superior. What other race can you make besides your own? Because see, when you get with a black woman, it don't matter what type of man she get with, Chinese, this, that, she make all flavor kids. All flavor kids.
We the only ones to do that.
Yeah, we are.
That's why they so threatened by
Originators. We created every race.
Person.
Every race. They all came
to us.
from us.
Absolutely.
If you know your history, that's what they're trying to
Erase
our history. They don't want the truth to be told. But as long as we are able to get out here,
But they say
and
put
spread
stuff
it.
in a book and nobody will know. Black people don't know.
Oh, yeah, they said that years
My
ago.
father told me that when I was a little girl, and I never forgot that. Absolutely, that's why it's very
They
important.
want to hide something from me to put it in a
Read,
book.
please, because a lot of people don't read, and it's really sad. I've met grown people, and I heard it all my life, but actually out in the field when I had met people who didn't know how to read nor write, and it's okay, but it's never too late.
Nope.
You can always learn, especially with all these technology out today. It's a shame, when you know more about other things that really have no substance.
They're not helping you with nothing.
Right, but you worry
the common
about.
things you can't write your name in cursive. You can't sign your name. You can only print it.
I found that amazing. They're not even letting. They're not even teaching kids.
Or you writing like you're in kindergarten.
They put in their
teach
X.
that.
That's really sad. You
It's
should
sad
know how
that
to
they not
read.
teach.
Don't ever be ashamed to read, please, people. It's not a lost art form at all. Truthfully, it's something everyone needs to pick up. But anyway,
blended families is it's good families. I mean,
Yeah, they're good people.
They'll never be afraid, like we said, don't be
That's
afraid
right, Venture, you never
to
know.
explore other people. You never know.
You never know. Mike Versa, Mike Baker.
She might be your fit.
I don't know.
You never know.
Right.
But you take your time, do what you need to do, and the Lord above will send the person that's right for you.
Absolutely. I'm not rushing, baby. I'm enjoying this time. Like I said, I've been a long time, and I never really had this opportunity where I am chilling and dipping here, dipping in, keeping it moving. So I'm cool with this right now. I'm feeling this, the blended family. I don't know, like I said, but right now I am, like I said, looking. I ain't gonna lie, look good to me. Whatever. But anyway, fam, we're gonna leave it at that, y'all. Until next week, we'll see y'all. Peace.